Jacky Ickx, a name that resonates across multiple disciplines of motorsport. A driver whose career spanned Formula One, endurance racing, Can-Am, and even the brutal Dakar Rally. A man revered for his wet weather mastery, his near misses in the F1 Championship, and his old school, almost romantic approach to racing. He was one of the last of a dying breed, a driver who raced anything, anywhere, and often at great personal risk. This is the story of Jacky Ickx, the last of the racing purists. Born in Belgium in 1945, Ickx's path to racing greatness began not on four wheels, but on two. A talented motocross rider in his youth, he transitioned to single-seater racing in the mid-1960s, quickly establishing himself as a future star. By 1967 he was making waves in Formula 2, outperforming established names, and it wasn't long before he was given his shot at the big time. Ickx's Formula 1 debut came in 1967 with Cooper, but it was with Ferrari in 1968 that he truly began to showcase his potential. That year he claimed his first Grand Prix victory at the Purists circuit in torrential rain, setting the stage for a reputation as one of the finest wet weather drivers in history. But it was in 1969 and 1970 that Ickx came agonizingly close to Formula One immortality. Driving for Brabham in 1969, he mounted a late season charge against Jackie Stewart, winning multiple races, but ultimately falling short as Stewart clinched his first title. A year later he was back at Ferrari, battling Jochen Rindt for the 1970 championship. Tragically, Rindt lost his life at Monza, and while Ickx kept the title fight alive to the final race, the points deficit was too great. He would finish runner-up once again. Two near misses, and yet history remembers others as champions while Ickx remains in F1 what could have been. Following his near misses in the championship, Ickx continued to race in Formula One throughout the 70s, though his fortunes waned as Ferrari's form fluctuated. He remained with the Scuderia until 1973, before a brief stint at Lotus, Williams and Ensign. Though still a formidable driver, particularly in wet conditions, Ickx never again found himself in a car capable of fighting for the title. His final full season in F1 came in 78 with Ensign, before making a one-off appearance for Ligier in 1979. By this stage, his focus had already shifted toward endurance racing, where he would cement his place as one of the greatest of all time. Formula One was just one chapter of the Jacky Ickx story. If he didn't win the F1 championship, he more than made up for it in endurance racing. He would go on to become one of the greatest sports car drivers of all time, winning the Le Mans 24 hours 6 times, a record that stood until Tom Christensen rewrote the history books. His first win came in 1969 with Ford, where he famously protested the traditional Le Mans start by walking to his car instead of sprinting, highlighting the dangers of the era. Among Ickx's many Le Mans triumphs is his 1977 victory, which stands out as one of the most extraordinary in endurance racing history. Driving for Porsche, Ickx started the race in a 936 prototype alongside Henri Pescarolo and Jürgen Barth. However, early mechanical failures saw the car fall well behind, and at one point it was over 10 laps down on the leaders. What followed was a legendary drive by Ickx, who put in an astonishing sequence of flat-out stints in punishing conditions, clawing back lost ground. With sheer determination and masterful pace, Ickx helped propel the car back into contention. When Barth nursed the wounded Porsche across the line with an engine misfire, Ickx had sealed one of the greatest comeback victories in Le Mans history. His 1977 drive cemented his reputation as one of the most complete endurance racers of all time. One of Ickx's most celebrated partnerships in endurance racing came with the Porsche 956, one of the most dominant cars in Le Mans history. Ickx played a pivotal role in its success, winning Le Mans in 82 and 83 alongside Derek Bell. The car, with its groundbreaking ground effect aerodynamics, suited Ickx's smooth yet aggressive driving style perfectly. He became the benchmark driver in Group C racing, showcasing his ability to extract the maximum from cutting-edge machinery. His victories with the 956 not only reinforced his legendary status at Le Mans, but also helped Porsche establish a new era of endurance racing dominance. Ickx's versatility knew no bounds. In the early 70s, he dominated Can-Am Series, winning the championship in 1979, and then, just when most racers would consider retirement, he took on the world's toughest endurance race, the Paris-Dakar Rally. In '83 he claimed victory, proving that his talent extended beyond circuit racing. Few drivers in history have been able to master such a diverse range of disciplines, and even few have done so with so effortlessly a style as Ickx. Jacky Ickx was more than just a driver. He was a man from another time, racing with the spirit of the old gladiators. He never shied away from the inherent dangers of the sport, even as the world around him changed. His Le Mans process in 1969 was an early stand for driver safety, but he was still willing to push himself to the limit in an era when death was an ever-present reality. He raced with the bravado of Nuvolari, the adaptability of Gurney, and the precision of Stewart. Jacky Ickx may not have won the Formula One World Championship, but his legacy is far greater than a single accolade. He was a racer in the purest sense, capable of winning in anything with wheels, on any surface, in any conditions. From the wet streets of Rouen to the deserts of Dakar, Ickx proved time and again that talent transcends categories. In an age where drivers are moulded from a young age into specialists, his career stands as a reminder of what racing once was. He was the last of a breed, the last of the racing purists. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode of the Racing Chronicles. We've got plenty more stories coming your way, so stay tuned for the next chapter in racing history. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.